Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates.
And my name is Taylor Green, and welcome to day 21.
Day 21?
I keep looking at you because I'm almost like forgetting the days every time I say it.
Thing is, we tend to record these in batches. We might like do 2 or 3 days in a row, and after we get to like the 3rd or 4th day, we're kind of at the what day are we on now?
What are we doing?
So this one's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is a patient that came to see me a couple of days ago. Was feeling really blocked up, but since coming in and after using some drops, I'd felt a lot better. Patient was actually 50-50 on whether to cancel the appointment because she actually felt it had cleared. And that does happen quite a lot. Yeah. We do see it with a lot of patients. So, if your ears are, feeling really blocked up, you start using some oil and then all of a sudden it clears, but you don't see anything come out of the ear, stick with your appointment because chances are it's still in there, like this one.
Yeah.
So you would have seen at the start of the video, so it was almost completely blocked up, but there was a tiny, tiny little gap just above all that kind of skin and wax. And that's what would have sort of made the patient hear a lot better. That fine layer of skin, you'd be surprised how much difference that can actually make to your hearing. And you'll see the same on the other side here as well. They almost look identical. So that little tiny gap there, you can see, look, that tiny, tiny little hole. And that actually was making that actually made the patient hear a lot better.
Yeah.
So it's very, very sticky. Again, this is a regular patient of ours. I think we see this particular patient once every 12 months, roughly. Again, very similar issue. We tend to see, similar issues with repeated, repeat
you get
patients.
to know your canals after a while. Yeah.
And the good thing with, again, these endoscopes, these videos that we do, we save these for every single patient that we see. So it's good to, go back on previous appointments just so you can get an idea of how the previous wax removal went, because, we tend to forget after a day.
Oh, you do. Yes, that's right. Yeah, as I said, it is handy because you can go back over them at a later date if you need to, like 12 months later, have a quick look, see what we do.
Yeah. So I know there is no rule or shot on this one, guys. I do apologise. I was actually running behind in the clinic, so I didn't have time to record when I do apologise.
They're going to slate you in the comments.
I know.
It's terrible. So this is my patient here coming through. We can see a very kind of dark. I thought first of all there may have been a little bit of infection in here, but I think this is just the drop softening a layer of keratin underneath this wax. So we're in that sort of cartilaginous portion of the ear canal, right on the outside edge here. Let's just get.
I see what you mean. It does look like discharge.
It does look like discharge, doesn't it? Underneath there. So we're just going to lift. Oh, there we go. Bit of a wiggle. It's kind of mushy, this wax. It's not quite that clay consistency, but it's not far off it. Just going to take these edges out first of all. There we are. You can see it just starting to wiggle out.
Oh, there you go.
That's the first bit. What's going on behind that? There's another piece here. You can start to see the eardrum beyond. So we know we opened up a gap in that wax. We just need to get this last little section away here.
Oh, she didn't jump up to the
section.
suction
Left up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very mobile, this piece.
Oh, I was quite surprised. I thought that was only a little bit there.
Yeah, it was a lot of it was tucked around that bend. Yeah, and we see that quite often, do you? We just get these pieces that are just tucked around corners and things like that. It's just a little bit of hoovering up in here, just taking some of this looser material away. I'll do that quite often. Like if you've got a snowball, you get a little bit of snow and then you kind of roll it in the rest of the snow and it gets bigger. I'll do that with the wax. If I got a little bit of wax stuck to the top of the fine end, I'll dab that against the wax on the canal. It'll kind of unstick it from the canal rather than putting the force of the tube on. Yeah, this one's a nightmare. It's so thick and sticky. And it just doesn't want to budge. First of all, I thought it was going to be nice and like a nice hard solid plug.
Yeah,
but
it did look like it.
No, nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
You normally kind of see, where you've seen that kind of flat surface at the front, you normally see that with patients that have to use sort of like hearing protection with work. A lot of people either don't like or have just been issued plugs rather than the ear defenders. And that's what you normally see if they have a wax issue. Normally just like kind of compresses it a little bit. Doesn't push it too far into the ear because the plugs don't sit that far into the ear anyway.
I've popped a bit of oil in here now just to try and loosen this plug up, because it is pretty much welded to the canal walls all the way around, and because it's so full you can't really wiggle it off the canal, so I've got to kind of just lift the edge and try and just sort of lever it off almost. I'm hoping it's going to stay as one big plug, and like if I just work my way around the edges, it'll start to pull it forward slightly. The patient really not hearing very well at all in this ear.
Not surprised.
I know. It is jam-packed into this one.
It is chocker.
You'll see little bits. The plug is getting smaller all the time, and that's because when we're manoeuvring the surface of the wax, moving it back and forth, it's just breaking little bits off, and they're all getting sucked inside that tube. So it is gradually getting smaller.
Oh, I thought that was all going to start coming loose then.
No.
A little bit more oil in there, and I'll be
yeah, if you could just work under that bottom section there, we might be lucky.
That's what I would have tried there. I would have tried a little lift just to see if that was, if we could start getting that to roll out.
Yeah, or even if you can just almost sort of walk it down the canal, you'll pull one side and the other, and just slowly bring that down the canal. Oh, that was a bit more movement than we'd seen.
Tends to block the tube up quite often. This consistency, it just gathers in the suction tube, and then you're sitting there and you're like tapping it against the side of the water cup. Come on. We've got these little tubes here. Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, we got a little what do they call it? Like tube cleaners, basically. They come with every tube, because the tools we use are disposable tools. There's not many places now that use autoclavable tools. They're trying to make a bit of a comeback, I think, just because obviously, environment. People are trying to move away from single-use instruments and things like that. So yeah, it's something there's not a tremendous amount of them out there though at the moment. That's the problem. There's more oil gone in there.
Yeah. Yeah, canal's looking good though.
It's looking surprisingly clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting it to be very patchy and.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's the annoying type of wax.
This is frustrating, this wax, because you're getting your grip and you're starting to get the movement, and suddenly the suction will block, and then you've got to come back out again, and you're constantly in and out the ear canal with these.
And we're too deep for manual tools as well. We can use manual tools, but I mean it's quite risky when there's no gaps around it. Yeah. Because we're pretty much right on top of the eardrum here. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's it.
We could have tried to use a bit of irrigation. It might have worked quite well on that one.
Oh, look at that.
That's what we wanted to see. It's always the same colour, and it's always that really dark, matte colour. That's what you get. You get this, rather than be the shiny, which tends to be a bit harder, it's this matte colour. There we are. Patient hearing loads better. As soon as we moved that last plug, they were hearing better instantly. Yeah,
instant relief.
Oh, definitely, definitely. 1 inch.
2.5 centimeters.
It's waiting for you to see it.
I know.
Can you see that? I'll tell you. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching day 21 of Waxvent. We've got 4 more days left to go. It's actually our last day in work tomorrow, so we will record all your videos ready to go out. Realistically, I'm going to take some, because it's been such a big task here getting all this clinic redone. I'm actually taking some time off at the beginning part of the new year, so we probably won't restart the videos until the 2nd week of January, I'd imagine. So we get a good sort of fortnight, 3 weeks off of YouTube, which gives us a chance to recharge our batteries as well, guys. And then we'll be back to you then in the 2nd week of Jan. Yes, thank you for watching the video today. And as always, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And we shall see you again real soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.